Hey guys, Empire Klutz here. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the buildable battle droid with STAP. This is going to be set 75428 and it's going to contain 1088 pieces. I am so excited to build this one, so let's get into it. Just taking a quick look at the box before we get into the in-depth review. On the front of the box we have the buildable B1 battle droid on the STAP on the beautiful plains of Naboo. We also have the minifigure down in the right corner and a Darth Vader down in the left corner. On the back of the box we get a picture of the battle droid on the STAP with the display plaque and everything. We also get this nice background with Feed Naboo. We also get some pictures with the features of the set. Inside the box you're gonna find a decently sized manual, a small sticker sheet and 10 numbered bags. Here we have it, or at least the battle droid for now. He does look pretty good. He is a little wonky. He doesn't stand that well on his own. You need to be careful with that. But he does look pretty sweet. Look at this. This is so good. Starting at the leg section, you can see he has some ball joints here at his feet and at his knees and at his hips. He's connected by ball joints for that great movability. One thing you do notice is the big stickers on the side of his thighs. They are not that great. I'm not the biggest fan of those. I wish these were printed, but they are not, and that is unfortunate. But he is on ball joints, so you can easily move it around. You can't really move it too much to the side, but you can move it almost as much back and forth as you want. You can turn his feet completely around on the ball joints. His knee joints can move a little bit back and forth and to the sides. Not that much movement on those, but some great movements on the leg part. One complaint I've seen a lot of people have with this one is that the legs are too bulky. The legs are a little bulky in this one, I'll give people that, but I think they still look alright. I mean, if they were as skinny as the real battle droid, I think it would be kinda hard to make it stand on its own and stuff like that. Moving up to the top section, the first thing you notice is another sticker on his chest piece. Again, I wish this were printed, but it is not, unfortunately, but it is what it is. One thing I will also mention is the different colors in it. On here in the ribs you have a darker sand gray. I don't know what color that is. You also have some light gray in between, and then of course the B1 battle droid sand color. I wish it were all one color. His head is actually printed. I like that is printed. I think it looks very good printed. I wish it would go down more in a point like the real battle droid, but for now I think this is alright. His arms are also on ball joints and you can actually move them a lot. They have a lot of movement to them, which is nice to see. His elbows are on these hinges, so you can only move them back and forth. His hands are also on ball joints. You can also move them just as much as the shoulder. You also have 3 fingers like he does in the show and in the movies. 3 little fingers. The neck section is moved back and forth while the head is also on the ball joint and can move 180 degrees. So with this guy there's a lot of posability and I'm a really big fan of that. I think that is absolutely perfect. Let's go to the bag real quick. As you can see in the back, he does have a backpack just like in episode 1. It does have a sticker in the middle, but I think this is the best, not the best because no stickers are really good. This one I don't really care that much about, but I like the details and you can see the back of its head. It looks very good here. Just back overall looks good. I think they did a great design with this. One thing I will mention, these studs are not here for fun. They are actually going to be used later on. The backpack is on these little hinges here, so you can take it off. I mean, too much hassle, but you can if you really want to. And you might have noticed this little blaster. You get this little buildable blaster that you can clip on the backpack just like that, but it also clicks into his hands. Here we go, blaster in hand, and that does actually look pretty sweet. I mean, I prefer it more on the backpack clip, but it is nice that you can actually have him hold the blaster. I think that's a great detail. W Lego. Let's move the battle droid to the side for a bit and take a look at the stand and display plaque. Down here at the bottom you have the display plaque which says Single Trooper Aerial Platform. I had no idea that this was what the STAB was actually called. I just thought it was called STAB. I never thought about it would be called Single Trooper Aerial Platform. But that's nice. Pilot B1 series battle droid, and some more details on the battle droid and the STAB and all of that, so that's nice. You also get this little STAB with a B1 battle droid with the backpack on. Nice detail. This is a nice looking STAB and a B1 battle droid is a B1 battle droid, You can actually detach the display plate. It's just connected with this little clip piece, and you can move that to the side and only have the stab on display. Maybe have this like more to the side of it if you don't want it directly in front because of space issues or something like that. So that is pretty sweet. If you turn the stab around, you can see it is on this black display stand. I mean, that is necessary, or else the stab won't be able to stand on its own. So it makes sense it is on this. I mean, it looks pretty good. If you look at it from the front, you don't really notice this, so that's a W. The stab itself looks absolutely perfect. You have the pedals here for the feet that you can move around a little bit on both sides. Those looks pretty good. This little platform here looks very nice. Moving up a bit, the first thing you notice is the engine intakes. These are actually printed pieces. And on the other side, we have some bigger discs, which are also printed pieces. And I'm a big fan of the printed pieces. I wish the B1 Battle Droid itself had printed pieces, but I guess these are just reused from other sets, so that's why. I really like how they did this. It's very well connected, like it won't fall off. It's connected by this and this. So this won't really move. It stays in place, which is a W. The guns itself look so clean. I think those are clean AF. Look at those. It is just a perfect stab. I know the Battle Droid do have some issues, but the stab itself is just perfect in my opinion. You also have this little handle here for the Battle Droid. You can see the clip on his hand, so he can connect to this and hold on so he don't fall off. The stab does have one sticker on the top, but it's not the most notable sticker when on display like this, but it does have a sticker, so I guess it does have a little bit of issue. But one sticker up there that you don't really see when the Battle Droid is on, that is not the worst. I think the Battle Droid definitely has the worst stickers, so I still think this is a pretty good stab. Like, this stab is 10 out of 10 in my opinion. And you can actually remove the stab from the display stand and have it on its own, which is cool. Like, it won't be able to stand on its own. If you try, it will definitely fall over and break, but you can have it on its own. It's just connected by these clip pieces, so you can easily just reattach it. Boom, there we go, reattached. Before we reattach the display plate and put the Battle Droid on the stab, I want to show you something with the display plate. You see this Battle Droid, he is on the stab, nothing really going on there, but on the back side of the display plate, you actually get an extra arm, a straight arm, and a blaster that you can put on your Battle Droid. So you can actually have him off the stab with his blaster in arms instead. I think that is pretty cool. I do wish they had like a clip on the back of the Battle Droid so you can have the blaster attached, just like the big one have. They literally did it in the Battle Pack Battle Droid on stab. So you can see here when he's flying, you can see the blaster on his back, and I think that looks pretty cool. It's just a little clip piece, but I don't know why they didn't do it on this one. They could easily do it, but yeah. Let's reconnect this and put the Battle Droid on the stab. To put him on, you just take his hands. You see this little clip piece here? You just connect that to the clip on the steering wheel on both sides. And I told you about these little studs on his feet. These are for the pedals, so you just connect these real quick like that for extra stability. I mean, he can hold himself by the steering wheel, but that little extra stability is pretty nice in my opinion. Here we have him. He is on the stab now, but he does look kind of weird like that. He's like almost laying down. You can just adjust him however you want. It is a little tricky sometimes, but you can get it done. Now he is standing up just like in the Phantom Menace. I mean, you can get him up even more. There we go. Now he is standing up just like in the Phantom Menace. And now he is ready to fly into battle and destroy some Gungans. But looking at it in all its glory, I will say this is definitely one of the best sets in 2025. This is definitely one of the best buildable droids they have ever made in my opinion. I think the B1 Battle Droids just have some aura about it, especially that Phantom Menace ones. The mindless droids with no independent thinking, just controlled by a central computer. I mean, they are just a different breed compared to the Clone Wars ones. And this is a depiction of the Phantom Menace ones, so that's why I gotta mention that. But yeah, it does look good. I'm so happy to finally have this build. Sorry for the delayed review. I was gonna post this last week, but my set was missing the display plate, which is unfortunate. Luckily, Lego has great customer support and sent me a new piece. Just had to wait a little bit for it to arrive, but it is what it is. But would I recommend you go out and buy this one? Yes, this is definitely a 9 out of 10 set in my opinion. It does have some issues, it does have some controversies, some things are not right, but overall with the stab and the battle droid, this is a 9 out of 10. The stab is a 10 out of 10 in itself. The battle droid is like a 7 out of 10, but 9 out of 10 combined, you know. If you like the buildable figures, I definitely think you need this in your collection. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, please leave a like, comment down below what you think of this set, and as always, see you guys next time. Peace.